So let's talk about India in October 2025. On the surface, you've got a new financial hackathon, a massive surge in gold reserves, and the discovery of a new quasi-moon. They sound totally random, right? But what if I told you they're all pieces of the same puzzle? They really paint a picture of a nation firing on all cylinders. Let's dive in and connect the dots.
So what is the connection between a new moon, a glass bridge, and $700 billion? Well, they're all threads in this incredible story of what was happening in India in October 2025. Each one is a milestone in just a single month that shows the country simultaneously securing its economy, expanding its global reach, and building these amazing new landmarks.
First things first, let's talk about the foundation. We're going to look at some key moves made in October that were all about strengthening India's domestic, economic, and financial core. Making sure everything is stable and secure for the years ahead.
To kick things off, the Reserve Bank of India launched HAR-BING 2025. Now, this is a pretty big deal. It's the central bank's fourth global hackathon, and the goal here is super ambitious. They want to bring in the best talent from all over the world to tackle some major challenges in the banking sector. The whole idea is to proactively build the future of Indian finance, not just react to problems as they pop up.
And the theme for this year's hackathon, it says it all really: secure banking, powered by identity, integrity, and inclusivity. This tells you exactly where their head is at. The push is for a digital banking system that's not just safe from fraud, but one that's also transparent and accessible to absolutely everyone, no matter where they live.
Now, shifting from the big national system to individual security, the government also rolled out some new pension options for its employees. This is a huge deal because it's a move toward a much more modern, flexible way of thinking about retirement planning. It's all about giving people more control over their own financial futures.
So now, employees have two main choices. You've got the Balanced Life Cycle Fund, which is for a more moderate, kind of stable growth approach. But the real game changer is the Life Cycle 75, or LC75. This is huge because it lets people invest up to 75% of their pension in equities, which is a much more aggressive, high-growth strategy for anyone who's comfortable with a bit more risk.
And then there's this number. Just wow. $702 billion. That's where India's foreign exchange reserves landed in mid-October, crossing that crucial $700 billion mark. In today's volatile global economy, a number like this is a powerful signal of financial stability. It acts like a giant cushion against external shocks and helps keep the currency steady.
So how did the reserves jump up so fast? The answer, really, comes down to one thing: gold. While the total net increase was about $4.4 billion in that 1 week, the value of India's gold reserves alone shot up by an incredible $6.1 billion. That one component was strong enough to push the entire Forex kitty right over that $700 billion line.
Okay, so the foundation at home is solid. Now, let's look at how the focus in October also turned outward. We're talking about India expanding its reach and its influence, from the deep blue of the Indian Ocean all the way out into space.
And you really can't get much further out there than this. Astronomers from the University of Hawaii discovered, and NASA later confirmed, that Earth has a new cosmic buddy. It's a small asteroid named 2025 PN7.
Now, before you get too excited, it's not a true second moon. It's what astronomers call a quasi-satellite. What that means is it actually orbits the sun, but its path is so close to Earth's that it looks like it's following us. It's like a little cosmic tag-along on our journey through the solar system. Pretty cool.
Okay, let's come back down to Earth. Specifically to the strategically vital Indian Ocean, where India and Mauritius reaffirm their strong maritime partnership. This kind of collaboration is just absolutely crucial for security and stability in one of the busiest shipping regions in the entire world.
And look, this is not a new friendship, not at all. In fact, the hydrographic survey that the Indian naval ship Sutlej completed in October, it was the 18th joint mission of its kind between India and Mauritius. That number alone tells you everything you need to know about how deep, trusted, and long-standing this relationship is.
And the scale of this operation was just immense. The survey covered 35,000 square nautical miles of water. That is a massive undertaking, and it provides absolutely critical data for safe navigation and managing resources. It just shows how serious this partnership really is.
From the sea to the sky, October also marked a major first for India in the world of aviation. For the very first time, the country got to play host to the annual meeting of the Asia-Pacific Accident Investigation Group.
Being chosen as the host nation, that isn't just a logistical thing. It's a huge vote of confidence. It really reflects India's growing role in global aviation safety, and it's an acknowledgement of its leadership in maintaining the absolute highest standards.
And for our final section, let's bring the focus back home to celebrate some really tangible achievements. We're talking projects and awards that inspire a real sense of national pride and progress.
I love this Din and Now story. So the iconic Lakshman Jhula Bridge, which had been a landmark in Rishikesh since 1929, had to be closed for safety reasons back in 2019. But now, rising in its place is the Bajrang Setu, a modern engineering marvel and India's very first glass suspension bridge. It's just a perfect example of respecting heritage while boldly stepping into the future.
But you know, progress isn't just about concrete and steel, it's also about people. And in October, the government announced the winners of the National Science Awards for 2025, which is the country's absolute highest honor for its scientists and innovators.
And these awards cover the whole spectrum of scientific contribution. You've got the Vigyan Ratna for Lifetime Achievement, the Vigyan Shri for Distinguished Work, an award for Promising Young Scientists, and even one that recognizes the amazing collaborative power of research teams. It's the whole shebang.
And to make this all very real, the highest honor, the Vigyan Ratna, was awarded posthumously this year to the brilliant physicist Professor Jant Vishnu Narlikar. It's a really poignant tribute, recognizing a lifetime that was spent expanding our understanding of the universe.
So, from securing the economy and pioneering new pension plans, to strengthening global partnerships, discovering quasi-moons, and building glass bridges, October was really just a snapshot of a nation in high gear. It covered so much ground in just 31 days, which of course leaves us with one very exciting question. What's next?